The Sri Lankan embassy in Iraq says delays have arisen in the process of repatriating 27 Sri Lankan nationals who were taken into the custody of the Kurdish military in northern Iraq. The embassy notes that the prevailing conflict situation in Iraq has caused the delay in repatriating the Sri Lankan citizens who had originally travelled to Iraq for work.
Close to 2,000 Sri Lankans are working in and around the city of Erbil in Kurdistan, northern Iraq. Acting Ambassador to Iraq, H.S. Premasiri noted, however, that the embassy does not possess records of all Sri Lankans in the country. The embassy notes that while the Sri Lankan embassy in Iraq was only established in 2012, Sri Lankan expatriate workers had travelled there prior to the establishment of the embassy through various channels. 37 Sri Lankan nationals working at the main airport in Erbil were taken into the custody of the Kurdish military. 10 were deported to Sri Lanka yesterday. 27 are still languishing in Iraq.
There were more than 200 Sri Lankans working in the airport. Now a problem has arisen where a group had to return to Sri Lanka. When they spoke to the airport management, they were told to give 1 month's notice. Those were the rules of the contract. When the tensions flared, these persons did not come to work and staged what was akin to a strike. It is following this that all of this happened. They say that if this group is to be deported, they must be taken to a central camp. They say it is only afterwards that the group can be deported. 10 of them had been sent back as of yesterday. There are another 27 who have been detained. They are not in a camp, they are staying in a hotel. We made inquiries. If we are leaving the embassy, then we must leave with security. The situation here is very dangerous, although we are continuing to function. It has not been reported to us as yet that any of them are in military custody.
When I was the minister involved in international affairs, we dispatched a team of representatives to a country when such a situation arises. They will hold discussions with the respective institutions in that country and try to find a solution. There have been numerous occasions in which we have done so. Even in this instance, the government has taken measures. Of the 37, 27 have been brought back to the country, while the remaining 10 will arrive this evening. A Sri Lankan national who returned to the island yesterday spoke to Newsfirst regarding his experiences in Iraq.
They brought a list with 37 names. They handcuffed all 37 of us and took us under their custody. I'm not sure if our employer paid them. They took us to a hotel and kept us in one room. They only gave us buns and water.
Although the group of Sri Lankans had been working at the Erbil airport for close to 2 years, they had not been registered with Iraq's Ministry of Labour.
Once they arrived in Iraq and went to Kurdistan, they should have been registered under the ministry. That has not happened. We contacted the Labour Ministry regarding this problem. They say they cannot take any steps. There is a problem where there are no flights coming into Erbil from other countries.
We have dispatched a team and they have held discussions. The 37 persons have requested that they be sent back to Sri Lanka. So plans are made to bring them back. By this evening, all of them will be in Sri Lanka. A special meeting was held this afternoon between officials from the Ministry of External Affairs and the Foreign Employment Bureau regarding the situation.
This group will reach Sri Lanka within 3 days. They have not faced any issue as pointed out by them. The officials who visited the location through the consulate in Baghdad have reported to us that no such incident had taken place.